Anyway, this I'm doing my stand-up show, and it's an existential scream of despair that the Scotsman has described as breezy. So. Sometimes you don't do the show you thought you were doing. I just turned 30. Just turned 30, man. You know, and I'm happy that I'm the age I am, because it means that we all lost a year of our life to like lockdown and stuff, you know. So I lost being like half of 27 and half of 28. Great age to lose. Who gives a fuck? You know, I feel bad for like young people. I feel bad for people who lost being 18, because that is an age you don't want to lose, man. You know, there's some stuff you can only do when you're 18. And then if you try and do it again when you're older, it's embarrassing. You know? Like when I was 18, something I'm glad I didn't miss out on. I went on my first holiday, you know, big working class rite of passage, first holiday abroad. No mums, no dads, just the troops, you know. Went to a wee holiday resort in Spain called Magaluf. Yeah? Also known as Shagaluf. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't miss out on that trip to COVID, I'll tell you that much, you know. I went to Magaluf a virgin, I came back a virgin, but, you know, I had other big firsts. Yeah, first time on a banana boat. That's when I became a man. Just clinging on for dear life. It was actually very similar to the first time I got my hole. Don't buck me off. I hated Magaluf, man. I hated it. You know, people told me that. I used to work at my dad's hairdressers, and there was a stylist there called Anne Marie, and she was like, "Christopher, you're going to Magaluf? Really? You're not going to like it. It's not for people like you." I was like, "I'll fucking show you, Anne Marie." And she was spot on. I hated it, man. I hated it so much. All my friends kept shining laser pointers in my eyes when I was trying to read my book. I was like, I know we're in the queue for BCM, but I'm trying to read Catcher in the Rye. Right? You know, I hated Magaluf. For some reason, I remember getting ready to go to Magaluf, and for some reason, my mum was under the impression that I was some kind of like mad shagger. You know, she just assumed I was incredibly sexually active. I remember getting ready to go to Magaluf, and we went to Boots the chemist to the Glasgow Fort. I was getting my prescription checked for free. And while I was there, the sun care stuff was there, the SPFs, the sun creams, and I was perusing them. But for some reason, the sex stuff is always right next to the sun stuff, you know? And me and my mum were looking at the SPFs, and out the corner of her eye, she saw like a big 60-pack of Durex Johnnies. And she went, "Oh!" "You'll be needing some of them." And even then, I kind of knew. I was like, "I don't think so." You know? She was like, "What are you talking about? You've had sex?" I was like, "I haven't." She was like, "You have? I know you have." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "Well, what happened that night when I picked you up for that house party at 4 o'clock in the morning? You said it was the best night you'd ever had in your entire life." I was like, "Mum, that was the first time I ever had stuffed crust pizza." I don't know what she thought I was doing to that crust, man, you know, but, you know, fuck, man, I love pizza. I do, I get so many Deliveroos, man. That's a bad habit I picked up in lockdown, too many Deliveroos. I went Deliveroo crazy in lockdown. I just couldn't be arsed cooking food, do you know what I mean? And sometimes I would get 2 in one day, you know? Terrible stuff. One time, the low point, I got 2 McDonald's's in one day. 2 separate McDonald's. And I wasn't even mixing it up, you know. I wasn't getting a McLegend for brunch. And then, like, you know, I make salad for dinner. I'm talking 20 nuggets in the afternoon, 20 nuggets at night, 40 nuggets, no chips, no drink, no sauce either. I was using my own sauce from my cupboard, not my body. But it was still disgusting. I was a low point in my life. Then I remembered, that's not even the only time in my life I've ever had two McDonald's in one day. I remember being a wee guy, I was about like 10 or something, and my mum took me to the Easterhouse Drive-In McDonald's, and I got a Happy Meal, and then I went home and I ate it, and later on the same day, my mum took me back to the drive-thru, and I got another Happy Meal, and oh my God, that was one of the best days of my life. In hindsight, I think my mum might have been going through some stuff, but you don't think that at the time, you know? I went into school the next day, wrote a 300-word essay about the happiest I've ever been. I was like, got a big stamp in my jotter. A big fucking frog, give me a thumbs up in green. You know, meanwhile my mum's just like, fucking hell, man. I need to feed this wee guy something.